Hi everyone. Today is going to be the last regular lesson of the regular school year. Next week we'll move on to finals, and the week after that we'll be wrapping up with things like assemblies. When you open the textbook chat, the link for today, it'll take you to the Peloponnesian War. This is a good lesson to end on. It's basically the big battle between Athens and Sparta. Now, based on what you learned about Athens and Sparta yesterday, that might seem like kind of a joke because Sparta was known for their kind of brutal military style, and Athens was more known for like writing poetry and stuff. But it actually was a pretty evenly fought war. Athens did have a much better army than you might imagine, and they were very powerful. Because I wanted to end with the Peloponnesian War, we are skipping a chapter. So if you can open the link to the textbook, and it'll open to, this is page 12 of the PDF, and then just scroll back to page 8. I'll wait for you to do that. Okay, so on page 8, you will see that one of the things you need to know that started this whole battle was that Athens had the idea to start something called the Delian League. The Delian League was basically a bunch of city-states putting their money together to work for mutual protection. Basically what we have in the United States, and it's called the United States. Someone made the decision to unite all the states to help each other out and work as basically a country. That's what the Delian League started as. If you skim through a little bit, though, you can see that Athens soon started to dominate the Delian League and started acting like they were more important and more powerful, and they started spending a lot of the money on themselves. Just so you know, in America, in many of our states, this is why the biggest city is not the capital. So, for example, Baltimore is the biggest city of Maryland, but Annapolis is the capital. And a lot of those decisions were made because the people who founded the state decided that if they made the biggest city the capital, that city would then direct all the funds towards itself. So Athens basically started hoarding all this money that other city-states were contributing and started using it to, as you can see here, beautify their own city. So they took this money that everyone had given them to protect everyone and started spending it on stuff like making their city look pretty. You can imagine how the other city-states felt about that. The good news is they were able to construct some of the more famous things in Greece, such as the Acropolis in Athens, which has its most famous building right there, the Parthenon. So then you're going to start with the chapter called the Peloponnesian War, where the other city-states are not super happy about that, and it's going to be a battle between Sparta and Athens. Like I said, this is your last history lesson of the year. Next week we will begin finals. I will post a video on Monday explaining how that will work. All right, good luck with the assignment, and let me know if you need help on anything.